Hi, this is Stacy with Lily Bean Crafts by Stacy. Welcome back, and if it's your first time, thanks for stopping by. So I decided that I wanted to make a tutorial using vinyls that are clear to kind of give a different depth on how you can make vinyls work for you. So I'm starting with a 32-ounce travel mug that I got from the Tipsy Magnolia, and I'm going to make it striped. So I started off by just going in and cutting or measuring out equal stripes and then taping it off with my painter's tape. And I went in with like this rustic pink that I got from Rustoleum. I don't use Rustoleum anymore because it never really works well for me, and I don't know what the exact name of this was, but I'll put it in the description. And I am just taking some of my glitter glue, which I'm running really low on, so I'm trying to make it work. I mixed it with some water, which is why it's a little bit runny, and my little dollar store brush, and I went ahead and I just used the glitter glue method to apply this glitter. This glitter is from Peachy Olive Glitters. It's called Barely There. It's this really beautiful peachy opalescent color, and it gave the exact color that I needed to go with this vinyl set that I have. And I'm just going to go ahead now and do the same thing with the handle. Make sure I get full coverage on here. And then once this is dry, after about 3 hours, I'm going to go ahead and seal it and then move on to the next step. So now that the glitter is dry, I'm going to go ahead and pull the tape, and I'm going to put some new tape on covering all of the peachy glitter. And I'm going to go ahead and spray paint my tumbler with just a matte white spray paint, because I'm going to be going in with an opalescent glitter, but it's got kind of a creamy tone to it. And I just wanted to make sure that I had all of this glitter protected before I started spray painting. And I just wanted to show you how I remove the bottom of this tumbler so that I can do my little glitter butt. So I just took the handle of like a little scraper and my hammer and put it in there, hit it a couple times, and it popped right out. I've never shown that before, so I just wanted to show you how I did that. Now I'm going in with my glitter glue again after all this white spray paint dried, and I'm going to go in with Chantilly from Peachy Olive Glitters, which, like I said, it's kind of like a creamy white opalescent glitter color. And I'm going to be putting the clear vinyl over this white section. And because it's got kind of a vintage look to it, I wanted it to have a little bit of a creamy tone to the glitter, but I also wanted it so that you'd be able to see the vinyl over the top of it. Once the Chantilly glitter is all dry, I'm going to go ahead and put another coat of my glitter glue on here and let it dry for 3 hours. And now I'm going in with my first set of my Flynn Sister Fast Set Epoxy. This is a 32-ounce tumbler, so I'm going in with 40 mLs of my Fast Set Epoxy. I'm going to let this spin for 3 hours, and then I'm going to go ahead and go in with another 20 mLs of my Fast Set Epoxy over that, just to make sure that I have it nice and smooth for when I start working on the vinyl. And the vinyl that I'm working with is from Gracefully Created. It is called Vintage Lover. I just loved the way that the color tones were on it. It's not exactly Valentine's themed, but the colors on it remind me of Valentine's. So this, like I said, is a clear vinyl that I got, or a transparent vinyl, and I'm going to show you how I put it all together on the top stripe, which, as you saw, it does not completely go around because this is so big, but I'm going to show you how I made it work. And then I'm going to go ahead and show you how I put it on the bottom of a tumbler that is not completely straight up and down. And I'm going to use the hinge method to apply this first piece that I have, making sure that it fits perfectly in the white section of the glitter. And I'm just going to take my time and slowly apply that. And what's great about it is you can see how beautiful the glitter is right through the vinyl itself. And now I'm going to show how I handle the bottom. I'm going to start off by just measuring out how wide I need it to be and cut that out with my little trimmer. And then I'm going to start taking small pieces of it. Like, I look at the little stamps themselves and I'll cut out like 4 stamps, and I'll go ahead and apply that portion of it first, getting it lined up properly, because where I start off at the beginning is going to kind of determine where it's going to go all the way around. So as I do that, then I'm going to start cutting off either between 2 and 4 stamps and applying that to it. Sometimes I'll have to move it and re-angle and reposition how it would be, because like I said, this is not a straight tumbler. And this, with doing it with this, and specifically this vinyl, because of the fact that it's got the lines in it, makes it really easy to pull it off.
Can't pass us by. This bond makes us stronger, just to be together. My love, can we drop this? Our time can't pass.
Now that I have it all the way around the bottom, I'm going to go ahead and cut a small piece to fit where it didn't completely fit all the way around at the top of the tumbler. And I'm going to go ahead and put a coat of epoxy over this just to seal in all of this vinyl work. And then I'm going to kind of show you here that I'm going to be working with this vinyl element sheet that matches it. And that's where all of the big pops of color are going to come from. It's almost like 3D-ish because of how wonderful these elements turned out. So I'm putting on another 20 mLs of my fast set epoxy, and I'm going to let this dry for 4 hours. And then I'll start cutting out and applying the elements exactly where I want them to be. So I'm just going to go and kind of place these sporadically all over the tumbler. I'm just kind of eyeballing them and just looking at them to see how I like them. On the bottom where that white stripe is, you can't really see it on the video, but there is a couple of metal pieces showing where the peach and the white didn't exactly line up when I was spray painting and glittering, so I did have to cover that up. But with doing this design, it worked out quite perfectly. And I'm just going to kind of spread this around like where all the placement is and go with that. And I decided not to do any detail lines because I really feel like this is a really dainty, beautiful design, and I just didn't want to have anything be really bold on it. I wanted to have the bottom of it be seamless and have all of the pops come from these really pretty elements. And now I'm going in with another 15 mLs of my fast set epoxy, just kind of sealing things up a little bit on here. And then I'm going to let this go for 4 hours, and then I'm going to start working on my glitter butt. And you've seen me do this a bunch of times, so I did speed this up. I decided to go with Chandelier, which is one of Peachy Olive Glitter's white opalescent glitter mixes. I spray painted the bottom of this white, put this all on. I'm going to be putting another one of the elements down there, so I wanted it to be able to stand out. So I'm just going to go ahead and put the same glitter all the way around the outer rim and then in the center. And then I didn't get it on video, but I did wind up doing a little bit of the Barely There over this because it just came off a little bit of too much of a blue tone because of the opals that were in this, and that is where it ended up. One of the elements on there, I took and cut off some of the florals on there. I just wanted to have something really pretty, and this floral pattern was just so pretty, and the whole thing wouldn't fit, so I just trimmed it up to put on the pieces that I wanted on there. And once I had this all on here, I'm just going to put one more coat of the UV resin on there to seal those flowers in. And then I'm going to go in with another 15 to 20 mLs of my Artist Cure Flynn Sisters epoxy. Let that spin for 8 to 10 hours, and then it was all done. And here is the final product. It is so pretty, so outside of my normal style of tumblers, but I think this is so beautiful. And like I said, I wanted to give you an idea of what it's like when you have some transparent vinyl that you can put glitters underneath. If you like this tutorial, please hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see everybody again next week. Bye-bye.